Hey there everybody, Thet here, and welcome to Thet Plays Hand of Fate 2. A card-based choose-your-own-adventure game, as I like to call it, from Defiant Entertainment. It's pretty great. I did a Thet Checks Out of it. If you want to go ahead and check that out, find a link to that in the description below. But for people who have not seen that, I'm going to go ahead and start a new game to start us off, and you'll get the gameplay loop quite quickly. Like Darkest Dungeon, I love the presentation of this game. I love the way that the story unfolds. I love the narrator. And you can really sucker me into a game with a very good presentation. So, Hand of Fate 2 does it very well. Let's get started and you can kind of see what I'm talking about here.
Your memories are fading even now, gone to form the soul of the game we play. These pieces are new, as are the stakes. Life, death, and vengeance. We must ride, for time is short, and you have much to learn. Make your first choice, and let us set these wheels in motion once more.
First choice, of course, is gender. I'll go ahead and play the guy. Hopefully I can grow a beard like that eventually, but haven't had that luck so far, at least in-game. Out of the game, doing alright. Alright. Do have the advantage
These
now.
cards represent your history and our game. We know where they end, for you are here. Therefore, these cards must guide you to my side. Let us see what the journey holds. The fool steps into nothingness, because they know no better. In the same way, you must step into the void. You are a blank slate, and together we will write your history.
I love that concept of we're playing this to meet him, basically. And get to, from wherever we were, to right here where we're sitting now. I do have the advantage of having some idea of what I'm doing this time, so hopefully the gameplay part will go a little bit more smoothly, but we'll find that out while we're playing. Anyway, we have crossed a forest ambush. You've stumbled many miles through this forest in search of the thieves who robbed you. Though exhausted and hungry, you are determined to reclaim your father's amulets. We have 100 health, 5 food, and 10 coin, by the way. 4 of greed and the leader card. You finally catch sight of the thieves hacking at a large tree and arguing among themselves. Let's see if we can move closer to eavesdrop on them.
Every element of the game has been improved, even those that seem at first glance familiar.
So,
Do not worry. You will soon understand the nuances.
I'm pretty sure the failure card went to the bottom and got shuffled to the left side. I could be wrong, though. You can usually see which card is on the top, so if you're following that, you can usually prevent failure at the very least, if not guarantee success. Creeping forward, you overhear their leader spouting orders. It's simple, he says. The idiots walk down the road, you push over the tree, and you jump out. They'll be too scared to put up a fight, and we'll get rich. Why don't we just jump out and stab them? One retorts. Another hooded figure chimes in. Yeah, corpses don't put up a fight either. Frustration rises in the leader's voice. The Empire doesn't care if a few farmers lose some sprouts, but drop a corpse on the royal road and the place will be filled with soldiers before you've even spent the coin. We don't need that trouble. Now quiet. Here they come. Free of toil. Farmers. You soon spot a group of farmers coming around the corner, bringing their wares to market. The thieves fell the tree into the path of the unsuspecting farmers and leap out, weapons brandished. Give us all your food. All right. We can offer to help the farmers, but tell them it won't be for free. We can help the thieves for some reason, because you want to be the bad guy. Or we can leap to the farmers' defense. So, I mean, they'll probably reward us afterwards, I would assume. So let's leap to their defense. You draw your weapon with practiced skill. Well, leader... You hear the leader's voice, I should say. You lads handle this. I'll meet you when you're done. All right. We won't be meeting them anytime soon because we're about to take out some bandits. I love that floating into the card game load screen. It's wonderful. Again, presentation of this game. Beautiful, perfect, possibly professional. It's actually great. And here are the enemies. Thugs. Violence for the sake of violence and theft for the sake of money. Thieves attack frequently and can evade standard attacks, making heavy weapons less effective. Alright. Well, I got a sword that's basically a rusted stick. We have finishers, weapon abilities, attacks, defends, all that good stuff, as you can see. Let's go. And here we are. Got a combat system here that I am basically... I feel like my characters that moves have a lot of weight to them, which makes it feel slow when you're used to games that have a faster movement to them. That said, this guy doesn't stand a chance. Let's go. Take another one out. Let's see if we can take them all out for their... Ooh, we can... Oh, yeah, I just finished someone off pretty badly there. There we go. Chase him down. Chase him down. Don't let him get away. Okay, there's one left. Oh, jeez. I bashed him, and then he struck back, and I should have defended. That was my mistake. I can explain more about the combat here after this particular fight. When we go into the next one, I'll explain a little bit more about how that works, but it's pretty neat. The farmers fumble in their haversacks in gratitude. Thank you, adventurer. I'm sure that after they took our food, they would have taken our lives as well. Alright. Gain 7 food. Gain 5 more food. You fall on the food with a sigh, shoveling bread in your mouth to quell your hunger. Eat 1 food, gain 5 health. Your satisfaction lasts only a moment before you realize your father's amulet is not among the takings. Their leader must still have it. You set to your feet, determined to find him. And then we meet the game map. Or I shouldn't say the game map. More like the story map. Because each part of the game is made up of several stories that move along. So here's our map for this one. It's only 4 cards wide. And we'll move to the next one here. Every time you move, it does take some food, but it also gives you some health back as you eat the food, I assume. Let's find the leader of the thieves and retrieve our amulet. A friend in need. While enjoying a moment beside the fire, you spy a strange figure approaching your camp. It's a goblin, dressed in what must pass for goblin finery. From beneath a filthy fox pelt, serving as an ill-fitting wig, the goblin winks at you with wild red eyes. Aha! I've been roaming for hours trying to find you. We must get this over with quickly if I have any hope of getting to all the people on my list before sunrise. It lowers a sack from his shoulder. Now, from within my sack, I can conjure whatever your heart desires. Goblin's voice trails off as he examines his sack. Well, I could if there wasn't a bloomin' great big hole in it. His head disappears entirely into the bag and his bulbous nose protrudes from the breach. A new plan, then. He pulls out his last trinkets, and I get to choose one. A warrior's axe, a soldier's sword, or a nice shield. The shield can be used to defend or reflect attacks from ranged enemies. It can only be wielded if you're holding a one-handed weapon. Soldier's sword can perform a powerful strike that causes extra damage when activated. Critical strike gets activated after a certain number of hits. In the case of the soldier's sword, you need 10 hits in a row without getting attacked back to perform critical strikes. You can also riposte. Against northerners, it does extra damage. And then it can riposte basically between enemy combo attacks, and additional defense from a shield is useful against the northerners. Warrior's axe, however, is two-handed. It can still do critical strikes. It only requires 6 hits to start critical striking. It's an armor breaker. Against corrupted enemies, bash causes additional damage to armored enemies. And it is susceptible to evasion. It cannot riposte either. So this is basically better for armored opponents. We'll take this in case we need it later. You know, I'll equip it for now, too. Let's try it out. A wise choice. Now I must go. There are many others I must visit before I can rest. The goblin runs off to the night, his fox wig flapping in the evening breeze. What a silly boy. We can also change our equipment by going to our inventory screen, which is right here. We have the axe. We do have the shield, but we can't use it right now because we're using the axe. We switched over to a neglected sword. We could use it instead. The neglected sword is, not good. It's rusty, which means it cannot be sold or exchanged. It's also one-handed and can also do critical strikes. We have our adventurer's garb as well. It's basically just clothing. And we have our hood, which basically doesn't do anything for us either. Moving on. Finding forest folk.
This card has a token. Can you find it?
Getting tokens will allow you to get more cards, which can enrich your adventures in the future. So, I want this token if I can get it. Your journey through a forest is interrupted by an inquisitive child. Are you searching for the forest folk? My uncle says that they used to walk these woods giving out gifts. I want to find one and ask for a lemon cake. As they dash off to peer under a nearby log, the child shouts back, Remember, if you meet the forest folk, give me a lemon cake. In the other direction, an eerie song hangs in the air. You attempt to find its origin. Alright. Oh boy. That was a double shuffle. Let's try this card here, and hopefully I don't get a failure. There we go. You follow the song through the thicket and stream until you find an open glade, bathed in golden sunlight. You find an aged maiden, her posture bent like the boughs of a forest. It's been 12 years since I've had a visitor. Her voice is a whisper, yet it thunders in your ears. You may visit me when you are in need, adventurer.
This is yours now. Even if you lose the challenge, you have earned this token.
Awesome. So now we get some extra cards once we're done with this particular challenge. Let's move on to the next spot here.
Nothing could be more fitting now than meeting the mage who started this all. Or at least, started it all for you.
We are now on the Royal Road. A trail of fallen trees and distraught farmers leads you to the thieves who have stolen your amulet. It seems their infringing has only gotten worse. The bandits surround their former leader, weapons drawn. Everyone will get their fair share. There's no need for violence. Who ever heard of a thief talking about a fair share? Spits one. You turn up and boss us around and we barely stabbed anyone. It's been days since I've stabbed someone. Days! The leader notices you approaching and waves you over. As much as I'd love to continue this discussion regarding stabbings, I'm afraid I have urgent business with my associate here. As he greets you, he whispers, Keep me alive and there'll be plenty of gold for your trouble. Well, tell him gold cannot replace the amulet he stole. Well, that's true. Tell him he will pay in blood for his thievery. Well, I mean, that's tempting as well. But let's let him know what we want. He holds up a finger. First rule of negotiation. Never let them know what you want. Alright then, I guess I'm a freaking idiot. Kill my associates and I will gladly return your amulet. The ever reliable, the thieves draw their blades to mug you. The leader hurries away to hide. Give us your stuff or we'll stab you up, growls one of them. You consider your options. Give them all my food and gold, or fight them. Well, my options are a little bit one-sided here. Let's rock this fight. You draw your weapons and prepare to deal with the miscreants. Thieves evade heavy weapons more frequently. You can change your equipment in the inventory. You know what? I want to try using the heavy weapon anyway. I haven't used it before. Let's hack these guys to pieces. Alright. I got my axe. What do you guys got? Huh? Bring it. Okay, whoa. Let's try to evade ourselves here. We do have a block still, though. And a nice kick. Okay, there we go. Let's let them strike first. There we go. Then we can hack it. I think I did not block that correctly. But I now have critical strike. So, let's see if we can use it every once in a while. There we go. There's a special attack right there. That's how you use a critical strike. Okay. 4, 5, 6. And we'll critical strike the next guy right now. Nice. I think it works out all right. Only 6 hits for the critical strike's not too bad either. Thinking about that. I don't know. Sword and board is probably more reliable, but heavy weapons are more fun. With the battle resolved, the leader nods in approval at the carnage before him. He holds out a hand. The name is Malaclips, Bard Extraordinaire. His smile fades under your withering glare. Sensing your anger, he raises his hands in surrender. Wait, let's not be hasty. We're on the same side here. I'm an upstanding citizen just like you. I've been working with the thieves, yes, but only for the greater good. No, really, they were killing people before I came along. I know it seems bad, but look. He pulls out an amulet from his pockets and presses it into your hands. All is forgiven, yes? You stare at the amulet. It does not look familiar. So he scratches his head, opens a small satchel. Wait, so which one is yours? Got the eagle, the bull, the pharaoh, and the lion. I mean, they're all pretty neat. I'll go with the eagle, though. The eagle amulet. That suits you. Very similar facial structure. Say, you know what? I'm lonely, you're lonely. We should work together. Alright, well, we have befriended him now. We should probably get to know one another, seeing as we're going to be friends for life. Tell me, where are you from? Well, we're going to find out here, because we're going into another card. Here we are. There's Malaclips over there. Got a nice amulet on himself. But we finally get to take off our hood here and say where we're from. Apparently where we're from decides what we look like. Something to keep in mind there. Let's go ahead and go with this guy. Gotta give ourselves a little bit of hair, though. I could go bald, I suppose, but gotta give ourselves a little bit of hair. I mean, our hair options are a little limited. I'm not gonna lie. But I'll give myself as much as I can, I guess. That'll work for now. Then, of course, we could always choose our amulet if we wanted to change that up. I don't know, the lion one looks pretty wicked, too. I don't know if that actually makes a difference. I'll stick with the eagle for now, and then colors. You could always pick your color scheme here. I'm a fan of the red and green. This is who I am. Let's go. From the Eastern Belt, eh? You don't say. Good sorts from the Eastern Belt. Very trusting. Oh, by the way, I mean we, friend, owe money to Vignus of the Thieves Guild. He's quite angry at us. We should journey to Mire Bridge together to appease him. Some gold might help. Although, come to think of it, I'm rather busy. He eyes a pretty trader hiking up the road. So, it'd be best if you get the gold, and I'll meet you there. Okay. This is not great. Well, we got a new map. We got to get some gold for Vignus. So I guess you better get on our way.
Let us learn what sort you are. Strong, clever, wise. The circumstances under which you come here put the lie to that.
Well, let's find out. Arm wrestling. We can gain 10 gold if we do this correctly. You enter a competition of strength at a fair. Gold prize is available to the winner. In the first round of the competition, your opponent is the diminutive, Roland, a halfling from a traveling troupe of acrobats. Alright. This is a fun new game.
These dice are another small game embedded in our game.
I love the concept of this. But let's roll and try to get a 10. Ooh, that's pretty rough. Choose which dice to re-roll. Well, I would say all of them, because that's a terrible roll. Alright. He's done it. That's what I'm talking about.
Victory. You are learning.
Roland is no match for your strength. He gives a disappointed backflip off the table and collects his meager winnings, then cartwheels out the door. Show off. Alright, you take your reward from the purser on the way out of the tavern. When you return, you will compete in the next round for a larger prize. And we get to go to a new place. I guess we'll go this way for now. We could hit all the areas.
Have become even more deadly since the Empire has come to power, despite their promises of the opposite.
The road blocked ahead is... Well, the road blocked ahead is blocked, yes. By an overturned carriage and a woman calling for help. Please help, she cries. I've been robbed by a band of thugs. Is there anything you can do? I can assist her. She seems distressed. I don't know why it's a dice roll to assist her, but let's go. Oh, I only get... Okay, I get 3 dice. I was going to say. Alright, what did I get? Oh! There we go. Oh, God. Well, I got An 11 out of 12. I'm just going to re-roll this one here. There we go. He's done it. Thank you, the woman says as you help her from the carriage. Please accept this as a token of my gratitude. A health potion. 10 life. All right, my health is full. Ooh, I got more gold. 35 gold. You thank the woman and continue on your way. We've done a good thing here. I'm going to jump back to this area and then move to the new spot. Eat more food.
Water is a symbol for the many thoughts that churn beneath the surface. What is it you're thinking of?
Deep water.
What concern is worrying at your mind? Let it fall into the waters beneath.
You're asking a lot of me here, buddy, but let's think. While crossing a stone bridge, you suddenly find yourself confronted by a villainous band. 4 of steel. You could stand and fight the fiends, or throw yourself into the mercy of the river below. Fighting would be more straightforward. Could be something new in the river, though. There's not a token here. If there was, he would have let us know that, but... Let's fight. You ready your weapon. I'm curious to see what the 4 of steel is. And if they're heavy, they're slow, then my axe will be a good weapon against them. Here they are. Guards. The first line of defense of any who would question the Empire. Empire enemies wear armor that reduces damage by 3, rendering light weapons less effective. Well, boy! How lucky of me. Oh, wow, that was not the bash I was expecting. Wow. I was not expecting to leap into the air like a crazed man. Don't taunt me, you jerk. Oh, man, I barely blocked that in time. Ah! Gotta time my blocks better. There we go. That's how you do it, man. That's how you do it. No, you don't. Not that easily. No, I tried to roll out of that one. I did not get it. There we go. There we go. We're doing it. Finish with a critical hit, because you gotta. I feel like you gotta. Nice swords, by the way. Can I have them? Of course I can't, but it'd be nice. Having spilled your enemy's blood, you search the bodies for anything useful. We gain armory. We got a soldier's sword. Hey, we did get their sword. Cool. I mean, it's better, but the weapon I have now, the axe, still hits harder. Plus, you require a lot of hits to critical strike with the soldier's sword. Probably gonna just stick with the axe for now, I think. Health potion as well. Sweet. Yeah, I think I'm gonna switch back to the axe for right now. Let's move on.
Celebrations in aid of what? You see how quickly the actions of the usurper are turned into tales for children.
We're at the carnival. Nearing the sleepy hamlet of Dulwich, you find the villagers in the midst of some kind of celebration. Much of this activity concerns a large paper and wood statue depicting a fearsome warrior looming triumphantly over a prone lizardman. Well, let's ask what's going on. A friendly stable hand explains, in a bygone age, our town was beset by half-men, half-lizards. There was no food, no respite, and very little hope. Salvation came in the form of a nameless warrior who hunted the beast for a little more than a handful of coins and a crust of bread. He smiles warmly at the festivities. We honor the warrior like this. The statue is filled with food and gold, and we take turns smashing it to bits with a club. You're welcome to join us, and you may keep whatever falls out. Alright, let's follow the parade then. The parade ends in the town square. You watch as the villagers take turns smashing the statue with a club and gathering the food and gold that spills out. A local notices your interest and asks if you would like to take a turn. I'll watch a local go first, just to see how the game works. You allow a young girl to go ahead of you in the queue, an act of courtesy that grants you the opportunity to see how this works. The crowd cheers enthusiastically as the child smacks the lizardman's ankle with the club and gathers a few coins and a rat sweetbread that fall out. It's your turn, soon. You accept the blindfold and take the club into your hands. Ooh, there's a huge success card. I think it might be this one. It looked like it went from here to the bottom and just came over here. I could be wrong. This could be the failure card, but it was not huge success, but it was a success. Club strikes the chest of the treat-laden beast. Some gold falls out. You survey the spoils and try to scoop them up before anyone else can. Oh, wow. 2 failure cards. I think if I stay right here, I get some gold. Very nice. Scramble to gather the bounty you've unleashed. Would you like to try to gather more? Sure, why not? 1 chance. It's either this one or this one. Oh, man, he's done it. You leave the town celebrations with whatever you gathered. Wow. Can't believe I got the second one there. Pretty nice. Don't look at me like that. I did a good thing. You ought to owe me congratulations. Let's move on. We got 55 gold.
We come to the end of the beginning. Running errands for mages.
Fun.
This will become a theme, I dare say.
I don't think I'm a fan of that theme, or a fan of a card that's called Dead Drop. But anyway, you arrive at Mire Bridge as the sun begins to dip below the horizon. You find Malaclips pursuing a collection of cheeses by the market. Perusing, I should say. Ah, if it isn't my good friend the adventurer. Did you bring the gold? Vignis has arranged to meet us at the graveyard. Let's go to the graveyard then. You wonder whether the spot was chosen for its seclusion or for easy body disposal. Vignis greets Malaclips with a sly grin. Looks like you've turned up after all, and with a lackey in tow. We've had our doubts, you know. Vignis cracks his knuckles and giggles. Well now, Malaclips, convince me. What's to stop me from cutting off your head today? You reveal your gold as Malaclips scrounges in his pockets for some too. That's all my gold. The heavy satchel of riches lands at Vignis's feet with a thud that echoes through the silence of the cemetery. That's our deal done, Malaclips says, worry obvious in his voice. No need for further troubles. I'm sorry, Mal. You should have known that the guild was never going to let you pay with cash stolen from our members in the first place. Malaclips, you fool! Why would you do this? Greed of anarchist, huh? Or ace of greed, I suppose. Either way, boss time. And there he is. Fun. Vignis the Crazed. Treacherous and greedy, a dangerous combination. Anarchists throw flaming bombs that cause fire damage. Your armor's no use to you here. Well, good thing I don't have any. Alright. Ooh, yeah, we gotta dodge those. So now we gotta take on these guys. Thugs and Captain Explodey here. You know what? If we can keep up our attacks, we can do this. We can do this. It's gonna be easy. Wow, I thought I had that dodged. Alright. There we go. One down. Ooh. Wait, no, not that one. Ooh, I got the execution on that guy. Also got to put my foot up his arse, so I guess that's a good thing. Wow, I just let myself take a lot of damage there. That was my fault. I didn't even try to press the block button. There we go. Ooh, that was a short bomb throw. There we go. Now we got him. Oh, yeah. Let's try actually attacking him, though. Wait for it. Wait for it. Oh, well, I got the critical strike off. He's done. Oh! Right in the spine. And one crazed man is down. Do we get our gold back, though? That was a lot of gold. Malaclips scratches his chin thoughtfully. It seems like you could do with some savvy to help you navigate these tricky matters of diplomacy. Like, maybe killing everyone wasn't the best idea. Come, let us discuss our partnership over an ale or two. Apparently we got a partnership now. But that's the fool! Done!
Well done. You have cleared the first challenge, and now we can move on to the next.
For completing the fool, we get the Cardinal Blade and the Bastion of Purification. We also get the Market Thief, which has a token itself. Tarts, Pies, and Exotic Lies. Fork in the Road. And Arm Wrestling. That's probably round 2, but these are cards that I get for future playthroughs. For befriending Malaclips, we get Maleclipse's problem with a token, and the Trickster. And then the token we got earlier. For finding the Forest Folk, we get the Old Maiden card, which can be used in later playthroughs. And finally...
Welcome to my challenges. Together, we will traverse 22 paths of wisdom and despair, in the hope of awakening.
And finally, we get to take on the next challenge, which will be the Magician. And that will be for next time, here on Thet Plays Hand of Fate 2. If you're enjoying this video, make sure to let me know by giving it a like. If you have not already, feel free to subscribe for more. Thank you for watching this episode of Thet Plays Hand of Fate 2. My name is Thet, and I will see you in the next video.